So, Ape Escape. It's one of those series that I feel like does not get talked about nearly enough. Sure, people remember the first game because how it used the Sony DualShock controller in a very unique way, more on that later. But after that, I don't really hear people mention the games that came after it. And looking at the list of games for this series is quite a bit. But to stay focused, we're looking at the game that started it all. Ape Escape 1, first released on the PS1 and now accessible on the PS4 and 5. So let's get into this retro review. So, Ape Escape. Now I do have some fond memories playing this game back in the day. When I wasn't collecting gems as Spyro or running around platforming as Crash, Ape Escape was a title I would pop in on occasion, and even though I never got far in it back then, I always had a fun time playing it. The music, the arcade-like design with capturing the monkeys, the interesting control scheme. Yeah, it was a pretty solid title with tons of charm. So now that I'm playing this as an adult, does it hold up? In the driver's seat we have Japan Studio, who made one of my favorite games of all time, Gravity Rush 2, so I know we're in for a fun ride. So the plot for Ape Escape is pretty simple. There's this white monkey who goes by the name Spectre. Somehow Spectre gets a hold of this helmet developed by the professor and becomes extremely intelligent. As a result, Spectre equips all these monkeys with these helmets and all hell breaks loose. Spectre takes over the laboratory where the professor has his time machine, and well, now the monkeys and our main character Spike are thrown all over the timeline, and well, it's up to us to travel through time and capture all these monkeys and stop Spectre. Simple. Like I stated, the plot for this game is relatively simple and not too much to take in. In terms of the character, Spectre is definitely the star here. There is something about his design that I really like. We play as Spike throughout the entire adventure, and from what I can tell, he is the series' favorite in terms of protagonist. We also have a professor who gives us all the gadgets throughout the game for progression, and also Spike's rival or friend, Jake, who somehow got brainwashed by Spectre. So a nice cast of characters overall. Now the gameplay. Like I stated before, Ape Escape is one of those games that utilizes all the buttons on the DualShock controller. The analog stick, the L and R buttons, the face buttons. Yeah, I would say this is a pretty unique control scheme. It can be a little confusing if you've never played an Ape Escape title before. Since I'm a huge fan of Ape Escape 2 and 3, I was able to pick this game up with no issues. The only issue I had was the camera control. It wasn't game breaking or anything, just a little annoying when trying to capture certain monkeys from an angle. Also, each monkey has different personality traits. Some are aggressive, some are timid, some are runners, so approach with caution. So the main objective of this game is to capture monkeys around the stage, giving this game an arcade feel to it. You use all sorts of gadgets to get the goal accomplished, whether it's the stun club, which you probably would use the most, the net is what you need to capture these guys, and the hula hoop, which gives you a speed boost, and much more. You'll also be using a combination of all these tools to reach your monkey quota for each stage. One thing I love about this game is the visual variety of the stages. This is mostly due to the time traveling aspect of the game. So you're going from prehistoric ages, medieval times, futuristic ages. So yeah, very fun stages overall. I also love the Jake races. In between different level sets, Jake will stop you to race on these obstacle courses, and it's really fun and a great way to test your platforming and gadget skills. This game does have boss fights, and to be completely honest, they're more like mini bosses if anything. Nothing was really that memorable besides the Jake car boss in the Spectre Land and the spaceship that Jake pilots. Besides that, I couldn't really remember any of the bosses through my playthrough. This is something I feel Ape Escape 2 and 3 does way better than 1, so if you want epic boss fights, check those titles out. But yeah, 1 is still a great game regardless. Ape Escape 1 is a PS classic. There's no denying that. The music, the unique control scheme, the arcade-like gameplay. The game also features some mini games that you can unlock, which I'm not a huge fan of, but they are here. The game is currently available on PS4 and PS5, and again, I highly recommend it. Give this game a go and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you feel about the Ape Escape game and the series as a whole. I thank you all for watching this retro review, and I'll see you next time.